Hello students. In this video, we will learn about lesson 13. A. Verb plus to plus verb. For example, George wants to go. Verb plus noun phrase plus to plus verb. For example, George wants John to go. George told John to go. B. Be plus adjective plus to plus verb. For example, this is easy to learn. C. Very, to, enough. Notice the use of to before the verb to go. Previous pattern. See lesson 11. George should go. George will go. New pattern. George wants to go. George plans to go. When verbs like want are followed by another verb, the second verb must be preceded by to. Some additional verbs that can be used in the first verb position of the new pattern are the following: agree, like, decide, need, expect, plan, hope, promise, intend, try, learn, want. Exercise 1. Practice the wanter pattern. For example, he learned to speak English. Tried. He tried to speak English. Read the lesson. He tried to read the lesson. Needs. He needs to read the lesson. Now, please do the following exercise. You can pause your video until you finish the exercise. Exercise 2. Practice the wanter pattern and the modal pattern, lesson 11. Listen to the question, and the following verb, or modal auxiliary. Form an answer using the suggested word, and the adverb tomorrow. For example, did John decide to see his lawyer today? Plans. No, but he plans to see his lawyer tomorrow. Does John need to study the lesson today? Must. No, but he must study the lesson tomorrow. Will John write a letter today? Hopes. No, but he hopes to write a letter tomorrow. Now, please do the following exercise. You can pause your video until you finish the exercise. Exercise 3. Practice the use of questions and short answers. For example, you want to study business administration. Student A. Do you want to study business administration? Student B. Yes, I do. Or, no, I don't. You can play the piano. Student A. Can you play the piano? Student B. Yes, I can. Or, no, I can't. Now, please do the following exercise. You can pause your video until you finish the exercise. Notice the omission of the verb expression, after to. Previous pattern, Lesson 11. John doesn't study medicine. He should study medicine. John doesn't study medicine, but he should. New pattern. John doesn't study medicine. He wants to study medicine. John doesn't study medicine, but he wants to. Exercise 4. Practice the two patterns. For example, he didn't go, but he plans to. Wants. He didn't go, but he wants to. Wanted. He didn't go, but he wanted to. Can. He didn't go, but he can. Is planning. He didn't go, but he's planning to. Now, please do the following exercise. You can pause your video until you finish the exercise. Exercise 5. Practice short answers, beginning with no. For example, did you go to Niagara Falls? No, but I might. No, but I will. No, but I want to. No, but I hope to. No, but I plan to. Now, please do the following exercise. You can pause your video until you finish the exercise. Exercise 6 and 7. Exercise 6. Pattern A. For example, John wants to write. Mary doesn't want to write. John tried to write. Mary didn't try to write. John should try to write. Mary shouldn't try to write. Exercise 7. Pattern B. For example, John promised to go. Mary promised not to go. John prefers to go. Mary prefers not to go. Now, please do the following exercise 6 and 7. You can pause your video until you finish the exercise. Notice the noun phrase before the word to. Previous pattern. A. George wants to go. New pattern. B. George wants John to go. In sentence B, John is the subject of the second verb, go. The second verb is preceded by to. Additional examples. George would like John to go. George expects John to go. The teacher wants the students to learn English. He would like them to practice every day. He expects them to learn quickly. Exercise 8. Practice wants somebody to do something. For example, John, please open the windows. We want John to open the windows. Mary, please go to the blackboard. We want Mary to go to the blackboard. Now, please do the following exercise. You can pause your video until you finish the exercise. There are some additional verbs, which can be followed by a noun phrase, plus to, plus verb. Tell. Permit. Advise. Help. Order. Force. Urge. Get. Invite. Persuade. Examples. Mr. Miller told John to bring sandwiches. The weatherman advised us to wear gloves. The nurse persuaded the child to eat. Mrs. Johnson permits the students to use her kitchen. The bad weather forced them to return early. My new glasses help me to read the signs. Exercise 9. Listen to the question, and to the phrase. Use the phrase to answer the question. What did Mr. Miller tell John to do? Study the lesson. Mr. Miller told John to study the lesson. What did John advise Mary to do? Read the whole book. John advised Mary to read the whole book. Now, please do the following exercise. You can pause your video until you finish the exercise. Notice the use of to and a verb. Previous pattern. This lesson is easy. New pattern. A. To understand this lesson is easy. B. This lesson is easy to understand. The noun phrase, this lesson, is the object of the verb, understand. Notice in this example, that the adjective easy applies not only to the lesson, but also to the verb understand. Pattern above was introduced, only to make the meaning of be clear. Pattern A is not as common, or useful as B, or as the following pattern, which is treated in Lesson 14a. For example, it is easy to understand this lesson. When a nominalization, for example, a phrase beginning with to, is used as a grammatical subject, the verb is singular. See sentence 2 below. 1. Long words are often difficult. 2. To pronounce long words is often difficult. 3. Long words are often difficult to pronounce. Exercise 10. Change the statement with the to nominalization in the beginning to a statement with the to nominalization at the end. I give example for number 1. Big cars are expensive. To drive big cars is expensive. Big cars are expensive to drive. Now, please do the following exercise, number 2 to 10. You can pause your video until you finish the exercise. Exercise 11. Substitute the words. Including for and to indicate makes the exercise easier, but they may be omitted. For example, this lesson is difficult for him. For him to understand. This lesson is difficult for him to understand. To understand. This lesson is difficult to understand. Easy. This lesson is easy to understand. This exercise. This exercise is easy to understand. For us. This exercise is easy for us. For us to write. This exercise is easy for us to write. Now, please do the following exercise. You can pause your video until you finish the exercise. Notice the use of very, to, and enough. Situation. John is very tired. Therefore, he can't study. New pattern. John is too tired to study. Situation. John is 21 years old. Therefore, he can vote. New pattern. John is old enough to vote. Exercise 12. Please listen to the situation described. Make a statement with to. For example, John is short. He can't reach the ceiling. John is too short to reach the ceiling. Mary is very tired. She can't watch television. Mary is too tired to watch television. Now, please do the following exercise. You can pause your video until you finish the exercise. Exercise 13. Practice the use of to, and enough. For example, John is tall. He can reach the ceiling. John is tall enough to reach the ceiling. John is very busy. He can't take a trip. John is too busy to take a trip. The chalk is very short. We can't use it. The chalk is too short to use. The chalk is very short. We can throw it away. The chalk is short enough to throw away. Now, please do the following exercise. You can pause your video until you finish the exercise. Well done, students. You have finished chapter or lesson 13. I hope you enjoy it, and keep practicing. See you again, bye.